Welcome, my friends. Are you tired? Tired of trying again and again, only to fail every time? Do you feel broken inside, even after giving your everything, when nothing seems to go right? Do you want to do something big, but your focus keeps drifting away? Then today, I want to tell you about a book that says, "Focus on you until you win." And my friend, this is not just a book, this is a journey from one soul to another. Why is focusing on yourself so important? There comes a moment in everyone's life when we start feeling less than others. You open Instagram. Someone's chilling in the Maldives. Someone's driving a luxury car. Someone's getting married. Someone's climbed Mount Everest. And you? You're sitting in the corner of your room thinking, is this all I'm capable of? Friends, this is where we make the biggest mistake. We start focusing on others and lose ourselves in the process. The book Focus on You Until You Win says just one thing. Until you succeed, keep your focus on yourself. But focusing on yourself doesn't mean watching motivational videos every day. It means truly understanding yourself. When you keep looking at other people's lives, a small voice rises inside you. They're better than me. I'm falling behind. And that very thought slowly starts eating your confidence. Your mind starts working against you. What does focusing on yourself truly mean? 1. Know yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your dreams? No one else can ask these questions for you. Only you can. 2. Set your own goals. Someone else's dream can never be your dream. If you keep chasing others, you might even reach a destination, but your heart will never find peace. 3. Accept your own pace. Some people shine at 20, some become the sun at 40. Every story is different. Everyone has their own timing. Run your race with yourself. Be better than the version of you from yesterday. That alone is more than enough. And when you start doing this, you slowly begin to realize your confidence is returning, your stress is decreasing, your mind is becoming clearer, because now you're finally looking at yourself, not someone else's life. Always remember, you don't need to change the world, just change yourself. Because when you become better, the entire world starts to look different. Focus on you until you win. This is not just a book. It's a journey to meet your true self. A path that might be lonely, but it takes you to a place where you finally say, now I've truly won. The most essential, most personal, and most beautiful thing is to compare yourself only to yourself. But unfortunately, we often fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. Have you ever felt this way? When a friend gets a job and you sit alone reading another rejection email? When someone posts a photo of their new car on Instagram and you're lying on the couch thinking, what have I even done with my life? When someone your age buys a house and you're still shuffling through EMI files just to pay rent? At that moment, a voice inside says, am I being left behind? That right there is the poison of comparison. And this is the deepest message of the book. Stop comparing. Start growing. Why does comparison hold us back? 1. It steals your focus. When you keep thinking, they have this, and what do I have? You forget what you can become. Your energy, your potential, slowly goes silent. 2. It crushes your confidence. Comparison plants a toxic seed in your mind. Maybe I'm not good enough. And that seed slowly kills the fire in your soul. 3. You lose your uniqueness. Every person has their own special shine. But when you change your path based on someone else's story, that shine slowly fades into the fog. Social media and the trap of comparison. In today's world, this poison sits right in our pockets, in our smartphones. People only show their best moments. Expensive restaurants, luxury cars, body transformations, and success stories. But no one shows the tears, the breakdowns, the failures, the loneliness behind all of it. And us? We compare our reality to their highlight reel and end up hating ourselves. This book gives us new eyes. Don't be blinded by the glow of social media. Focus on your real journey. Don't forget your tears, your struggles, your hopes. So now the question is, how do we free ourselves from comparison? 1. Ask yourself every day, am I a little better today than I was yesterday? If yes, you're winning, because your race is only with yourself. 2. Take inspiration from others, but don't compare. If someone is doing great, learn from their story, but don't run your race on their path. 3. Keep a growth tracker in your mind. Where were you? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? That's your map, not someone else's pictures. Always remember this, comparison is like trying to see your own shadow in the light of the sun. The more you keep looking at others, the smaller you'll start to feel. But if you start chasing your own light, then that day is not far when people will say, I wish I could be like them. And when you let go of comparison and choose growth instead, your life becomes calmer. Your confidence returns. And most importantly, you begin to love yourself. Because in the end, the real fight isn't with others. The real battle is with yourself. And when you conquer yourself to become a better version of who you are, that's the real victory. You're working hard, running non-stop, putting in your days and nights. But just for a moment, ask yourself, do I even know where I'm headed? If the answer is no, then all this effort is like raising dust on an empty road, because without direction, no speed can take you anywhere. Not having a goal is the biggest distraction. When someone doesn't have a clear goal, 3 dangerous things happen in their life. 1. Every small task feels overwhelming because they don't know what actually matters and what doesn't. 2. They start flowing with others' opinions because they don't have a direction of their own. 3. They don't see results and end up blaming themselves when in reality, the only problem was lack of direction. So how do you set a goal? 1. Ask yourself, what do I truly want from life? Do you want wealth, respect, peace, freedom, or a specific dream? This question can't be answered by anyone else. Only your heart can answer it. 2. Write your goals down. Research says people who write their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them, because when you write it down, your goal doesn't just stay in your mind, it sinks into your soul. 3. Break big goals into small steps. Let's say your dream is to start a successful business. Then first, learn, make a plan, and take one small step every single day. These small steps will gradually take you to that destination which today might feel impossible. The book says, move closer to your goal every day. Read 1 page a day, learn 1 new thing, change 1 habit, because true success doesn't come with a grand explosion. It hides in the small, consistent efforts you make every day. How to stay consistent with small steps every day? Make a to-do list. Every day, choose just 3 tasks that are directly connected to your goal. Track your progress. Every week, ask yourself, how much closer am I to my goal? Celebrate your wins. Celebrate even the smallest victories. It'll keep you from burning out. Remember this deep truth. Working hard without a goal is like shooting an arrow with no target. It will never hit the mark. So if you still don't have a clear goal today, then your most important task is this. Sit down, talk to yourself, and ask, what do I truly want to become? Because once you find your direction, no force in the world can stop your effort from reaching its destination. Now let's talk about the real roots of success, your mindset and habits. Some people believe success comes from luck. Others say you just need talent. But this book reveals a deeper truth. The foundation of success is a strong mindset and the right habits. Mindset, the way you think. It decides whether you'll succeed or fail at anything you attempt. There are two types of mindsets. One, fixed mindset. I can't do this. I'm not capable. I'm scared. This kind of thinking slowly locks away your potential. Two, growth mindset. I can learn. I will try. Even if I fail, I will grow. This mindset takes you from impossible to possible. Now let's talk about habits. Your daily strength. Just thinking isn't enough. Dreams aren't just meant to be imagined. You have to walk towards them every single day. Small daily habits like waking up early, reading 1 page a day, digital detox, taking care of your body and mind. These are the stones that build the foundation of your success. And in the end, one truth remains. The most successful people in the world aren't magicians. They simply choose the right mindset and the right habits every day. If you too can develop that kind of thinking and discipline, then you too can become extraordinary. 5 habits. The key to your future. Think about it. Today's you, all your happiness, struggles, health, and career have grown from the soil of the habits you practiced in the past years. Now imagine a tiny seed, just 1 hour of reading each day. 1 year from now, that little seed will have grown into the roots of 30 to 40 books. And your mind, it won't feel like a burden. It'll feel like a library or just 15 minutes of morning exercise. In 6 months, your body will no longer be a house of fatigue, but a temple of energy. These small habits shape your character, and that character carves your destiny. Mindset plus habits equals power combo. If you only think, I can do this, but your habits are lazy, result, you're pressing the accelerator, but the car is in neutral. If your habits are perfect, but your mind is filled with fear, result, the engine roars, but you never release the brakes. Until your mindset and habits run together, success will always remain incomplete. How to build a strong mindset plus positive habits. Morning, 5-minute. Calm. Take a deep breath and repeat to yourself, I can do this. I'm learning. I'm growing. Nighttime, silent review. Write down everything. What you learned today, where you slipped, and what you'll improve tomorrow. Choose 3 golden habits. Wake up early, read every day, do a phone detox. Stick to these for 21 days without fail, because those 21 days could become the turning point of your life. 6. Patience plus consistency. The real path to victory. In today's world, people want a perfect body in 1 month, millions in 30 days, overnight fame. But this book whispers gently, success is never for the impatient. Why is patience essential? You plant a seed and don't get fruit the next day. It needs water, sunlight, and time to become a strong tree. Dreams are just the same. They don't need results first, they need faith. Consistency, don't stop. Slow and steady wins the race is not just a saying, it's nature's rule. Don't feel like it? Read 1 page anyway, no results yet. Take the next step anyway, people say give up. Stay anyway. The book screams, if you don't stop, you will win. Patience times consistency equals inner steel core. Those who quietly do their daily work are the ones who rise the highest when their time comes. Still waters run deep, and that silent depth eventually attracts the world's attention. How to build patience and consistency? Progress tracker. Write down 1% improvement each day. Watch your graph rise quietly over time. Comparison. Diet. Don't measure someone else's speed, measure your own consistency. Celebrate small wins. Say thank you to yourself for every tiny success. You don't reach your destination by sprinting fast, but by walking steadily. You may feel tired, you may feel broken, but don't stop. 7. Self-confidence. the summit of trust in yourself. A glimpse. People think confidence is a jacket you're born lucky to wear. Truth? Confidence is built by keeping small promises to yourself every single day. If you'd like, in the next video, we can dive deeper into how to build unshakable self-confidence step by step. Because confidence is not a gift, it's a skill you build. Confidence is not something you're given, it's something you build every day by being with yourself. 1. Where does confidence come from? People think it comes from applause, from social media likes, from compliments, from others' approval. But this book quietly reveals the truth. True confidence comes when you start talking to yourself, when you accept your weaknesses and still choose to love yourself. That's when a voice inside you whispers, "I'm enough as I am, but I can become even better." 2. Why is self-talk important? Every day the world will say something to you. You're a failure. You're not talented. You don't look good. You're not worth it. But if at that very moment your inner voice says, "I tried, I'm learning, I haven't given up," then that voice becomes the seed of confidence. The world screams, "Give up!" Your soul whispers, "Just one more step." 3. Inspire yourself. Learn to motivate from within. Many people live on borrowed motivation, videos, quotes, other people's speeches, but this book teaches motivate yourself. Inspire from within. Look in the mirror and say 2 positive things to yourself. I'm capable, I'm growing. Remember your past struggles. Remind yourself, I didn't give up then, why stop now? And when you complete even the smallest goals, reward yourself. Because the scent of small victories is what creates the path to big achievements. 4. Trust yourself. Even when no one else does, the hardest times are when the world goes silent. No one stands with you. No one notices your efforts. Only criticism, only loneliness. But in that darkness, if you can put your hand on your own shoulder and say, "I've got me, I'm here for myself," then believe me, you're on the path to becoming the strongest person alive, because the deepest form of trust is the one you place in yourself when no one else does. 5. How to hold on to confidence. Celebrate small wins. Finishing a video, reading a page. Nothing is too small. Commit not to others, but to yourself. I will be better than I was yesterday. Clear the mental clutter. Write down your fear, doubt, anxiety on paper, so your mind feels light and your path becomes clear. The more you believe in yourself, the more the world will believe in you. If you keep getting up after every fall, love yourself, understand yourself, then over time, your confidence becomes stronger than steel. And finally, a line that will stay with you. Confidence is not noise. It's the quiet voice that whispers, "I'm ready." So my friends, focus on you until you win. It's not just a slogan, it's a mantra for life. Until you win, focus on yourself, stay connected with your inner self, never abandon you, because you are your greatest strength. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you're listening to Scaropedia, where every story has the power to change your life.